This is level L, list 11, and we're doing the day 1 page. And here we've got some different schwa endings. So we've got hap-un, so we give it a bit of a grunt ending. We don't pronounce it correctly as N. We go un, sud-un, it's the EN, thick-un. You could say it correctly like chick-en, kitch-en, awake-en, but we don't tend to do that. Now here we've got a different schwa ending. We've got the bot-om. We don't say om, or on. We go bottom. So once again, it's a bit of a grunt ending. Blossom, cotton, carton. Okay, so you can make those all different colours. Now, if you have a look further, you can see that we have a short vowel here. So we've doubled the consonant after a short vowel. If we were splitting this word into two, the 2 syllables would happen between those 2 consonants. So we've got short vowel, double the consonant. If we're splitting the word into 2, we'd do it between those 2 consonants. Okay. Icken, we've got a short vowel. We never put double C or double K, so we use 1 C or 1 K when we need to double that letter. The k sound after a short vowel, same here. We've got it is a short vowel sound, so we're putting CK after a short vowel sound because we can never have double C or double K in a word. Kitchen, we've got the short it sound, so we put TCH after a short vowel sound. We put CH after a long vowel sound, like in beach. Awaken, so wake, awake. This A is, I should change colours for that. Let's make that A a different colour because it's making a long vowel sound. That E is making it make a long vowel sound. And this A at the start is also a long vowel sound. But quite often we'll give A at the start of a word a schwat sound as well, where we give it a bit of a grunt sound. We'll go awaken. Okay, bottom, we've got the short vowel and then the double consonant. Oops, that should be blue. Short vowel, double consonant. Short vowel, double consonant. Short vowel, double consonant. And here we've got a long vowel sound. Once again, and after a long vowel sound, we know we're just putting 1 consonant. So let's put that T as a colour. Now we know after a long vowel sound, we use a K. We use CK after a short vowel sound. Now we know if the letter after a K sound is an I, we know that we use a K for the K sound before an I. Because if you have CI, it's going to say S. So we want it to say K, so we have to use a K for the K sound before an I there. Here we've got some extra things. We've got the which you know, TH is a sound, CH makes a ch sound, and I don't think there's anything else there that we need to notate. So quite a lot of things for you to put together in this one, but mainly it's about that schwat sound at the end of these words. So you've got to know how to spell these endings because you're not going to hear them when you say those words. Okay, so what does happen mean? When something occurs, we say it happened. Sudden means something on the spur of the moment. It wasn't planned, it was a sudden, it was a surprise, a sudden thing that happened. Thicken means when something goes from thin to thicker, it thickens, so it's a thicker consistency. A chicken could be the young of a hen. Some people call growing hens chickens as well. So it could be a small bird, or it could be, if you're running chooks at home, you may call them chooks or hens or chickens. Kitchen is the place where we prepare food in the home or in the workplace. Awaken means when you wake up. Bottom means the lowest part of something. Blossom means the blooms that we see on a plant. Cotton is a material that we make from the cotton that we collect from a plant. Carton is a box or packaging that we put things in. So a carton of something would mean a box or a container for something. So this is a carton of eggs. Okay, let's read the words, sound the words, spell the words. Off we go. We've got happen. Once again, because these are more than one syllable words, you're probably best to break them into 2 syllables or however many syllables they have. Yes, we've got 1 3-syllable word. Happen, happen, happen. H-A-P-P-E-N, H-A-P-P-E-N, H-A-P-P-E-N. Add a bit of rhythm to it, makes it easier to remember. Now when you have a double letter in a word, you can choose whether you go PP or double P. It means the same thing, it's just whatever your brain likes to use to remember. So either way it would be correct. So you've got quite a few of those happening. You can read those words, sound them into their syllables, and spell them, write them 3 times, always check to make sure they're right, and change them if you make a mistake. This is level L, list 11, and we're doing the day 2, and here we have a schwa ending on a lot of these words. So because we don't pronounce these words as we should, we're giving it a bit of a grunt ending, or we call that a schwa. So happen, sudden, thicken, chicken, kitchen, awaken, bottom, blossom, cotton, carton. And it sounds a bit strange when we do pronounce them as they should be said. So what does happen mean? It means that it's something that is about to occur. Sudden means it's not planned, it's going to be a surprise. Thicken means when something gets thicker. Chicken is an animal or domesticated fowl that you might see in someone's yard. A kitchen is the place where we cook or prepare food in a home or in a building. Awaken is when you wake up from a sleep. Bottom means the lower part of something. The bottom of the box would mean the base of it. A blossom is the flower that we see on a tree or a plant. Cotton is a material that we collect from plants to make clothing with, and a carton is a box of something, it's a container. So let's read the words, sound the words, and spell the words. We've got happen. If we're going to split these words, you know that we're splitting them between the double consonant. Here we've got a base word, plus, and you can go through and do that to make that a bit easier. So just recognise that if you've got a short vowel in these words, we're doubling the consonant after it. We can't double C or a K, so we use the CK together in those ones. This would be a long vowel sound because we only have 1 consonant after it, so it'd be awaken, not upwaken, but we tend to, once again, drop that sound to a schwa sound. Okay, so happen, H-A-P-P-E-N. You can either say PP or you can say double P. It's up to you how you double these letters, whether you say each one or we'll say double. And then you write it, cover it before you write it, and then check to make sure you've spelled it correctly. You should be quite good at doing crosswords by now because we've done a few. So the clues are 2 across, so you've got to go 2, means you're going horizontally across the page, 1 letter in each box. When you're going down, 1 letter in each box, and you're going in a vertical direction from the top down. When you find a clue, cross it off here, and then go back and fill in the ones that you found difficult to start with. Antonyms mean the opposite, so you have to use your list words to work out what is the opposite of top, etc. These ones here are synonyms, so it means the same as. So if you think same, synonym, both start with an S, antonym must mean the opposite. Sayings and meanings, these are common sayings that you would hear or use quite a lot. The plot, something, accidents, will, to hit, rock, so you can fill those in on your own, and you may need a bit of discussion within the group to help you to do that. level L, list 11, and we're doing the day 3 page. Our words are happen, sudden, thicken, chicken, kitchen, awaken. So we've got that schwa ending. So we should say bottom, blossom, cotton and carton, but we tend to give it a schwa ending as well. So we go bottom, blossom, cotton, carton. If you're finding them hard to spell, you may need to say to spell and pronounce that ending as it should be. The other things we've got in these words is we've got a short vowel sound and a double consonant after that. So short vowel, double consonant, short vowel. We can't put a double C or a double K in a word, so we use one C and one K. That's fine. Same as in chicken, short vowel sound, double the consonant. Now if you have a short vowel sound followed by ch, you're going to put TCH. We just use CH after a long vowel sound, as in beach. Awaken, that should be a long vowel sound because we only have one consonant after it. So you should say awaken, and we've got a long vowel sound here, that's why we're just using the K. Bottom, we've got the ot sound with the double consonant. Blossom, we've got the ot sound with the double consonant. Cotton, we've got the short vowel sound with the double consonant. Carton, we've got a long vowel sound. Whenever we have a vowel with an R, it's an R-controlled vowel, and it makes a long sound. R is a long sound, so we only have one T after it. Hopefully that might all help you spell these words correctly. Now the other thing you need to look at is we're using a K for the K sound before an I here, before an E here, and we've got the C for the K sound before an O and before an A. So quite a bit in that list when you look at it. Okay, let's read the word, sound, read and spell them. We'll break them into syllables. So if we're breaking these words with a double consonant in them, we're going to split them between the double consonants. So we go hat, pen, you could even say, Happen, cover it. Now you might even prefer to say double P, that's up to you. It's either Happen or HAPPEN, whichever rolls off your tongue easier. So down here we've got 2 syllables. We're going to split the words into parts, and you're going to split the words between the consonants. So you're going to write one half, the first half here and the second half here. Split the words after the CK and the TCH, so you go thick. So these words which have a base word in them, we're going to actually leave the base word together and add the on the end. Write the base word in suddenly, thickener, bottomless, kitchenette, so you can write those. Proofread, circle and write the correct spelling, sudden, sudden or sudden. You can write that there, that's quite an easy one for you hopefully. Verb families, you've got to write the base word, adding the S to the base word, adding the ing and adding the ed. So no tricks in any of that. This is level L, list 11, and we're doing the day 4, and we're looking at syllable division and when to double a consonant at the end of a word when we're adding a suffix to it. So open and close syllables. If there is a short vowel sound, close the syllable with a consonant, so I've put that there for you. If there is a long vowel sound, leave the syllable open without a consonant. So hint, split the words between the 2 consonants. So here we've got separate the words into open and closed syllables. Let's do the really hard one with you. Let's do automatic. So or is a long vowel sound, so we're going to leave that one open. Auto, to o is making a long vowel sound there, so we're going to leave that syllable open. Mat, mat, we're going to close that syllable with a consonant, and ick at the end. We've got a short vowel sound, we're going to close it with a consonant too. You can do the rest of those on your own. Now the thing to be aware of, if you have an R-controlled vowel, it's always going to make a long sound. For instance, carpet, the AR makes a long sound. So we've got to break it after that R. E, we've got the sound, so we're breaking it after the ER because that's a long sound after the R there. Forget, we're breaking it after the R because the O is teaming with it to make a long sound. And urgent, the U is teaming with the R there to make a long vowel sound. So we split the word after the R. So split the words into syllables. So we will be going Jan, at's a short vowel, so we're going to close it with a consonant. U is a long vowel sound, so we're going to leave it open. The syllable will end with a vowel. Jan, U, R. If it's an R-controlled vowel, we must split the syllable after the R, and then we've got the E making a long sound on the end. So we've got 4 hills, so we go Jan, U, R, E. So then when we write it, we write Jan, U, R, E. You can finish those on your own. So down here it says use the 4 steps to work out if you double the last letter of the base word. This is really, really important, this whole page. So knowing open and closed syllables will help you a lot in spelling longer words, like multisyllabic words, which should be most of the words that you'll be using in your writing from now on. Use the 4 steps to work out if you double the last letter of a base word or not. This is going to be really important for you in your writing. So let's look, we've got the base word plus a suffix. We've indicated here what the base word is and what the suffix is that we want to add on. Then we've got to look at the base word. So there are 3 steps to determine whether the base word we should be doubling that last letter in the base word, and it's all dependent on the suffix that we're adding to it. So if you get 4 ticks in a line, you know you're going to tick it. As soon as you get a cross, you don't have to do any more. You can go put a cross there and you know that you're not doubling that last letter. You've had a fair amount of practice at this in other levels and lists, so this should be getting easier for you. So haunt was a 1-syllable word. Or is not a short vowel sound. It goes for a long time when we say it. So we put the cross there. So as I said, go straight to the end, put a cross there. As soon as you get a cross, that means you're not doubling that T when you add the ED. So let's have a go at quitting. Quit, is it a 1-syllable word? Yes. Does it have a short vowel? It is a short vowel. Does the base word end in 1 consonant? Yes, it does. And the suffix, this section is looking at the suffix. Does the suffix begin with a vowel? Yes, it does. So you've got 4 ticks, so you know when you write the word quitting, you would be doubling that T. So some quite tricky words in there. You're going to have to think as you're filling in, ticking or crossing each of those columns and writing the word at the end.